This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, August 14th, 2023. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. The front page is brought to you by Republican Metals. Call 800-783-3118 to get your free gold guide. That's 800-783-3118. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former President Donald Trump had dueling appearances as the 2024 campaign heated up this weekend at the Iowa State Fair. Seth MacLachlan reports DeSantis traversed the fairgrounds with one of his daughters and his wife, stopping for photographs and small talk. Trump breezed into the fairgrounds with a Secret Service escort and an entourage of elected leaders from DeSantis' home state, including Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz and Brian Donalds. Trump was the sole Republican candidate at the fair to pass up the chance to sit down with Reynolds. Her Fairside chats provided an opportunity for lesser-known candidates in the field to introduce themselves to voters. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum was among them, making the rounds at the fair to tout his small-town roots and promise a 180-degree turn from President Biden's policies. Candidates fielded questions from voters during the chats about the southern U.S. border with Mexico, the national debt, and the Russia-Ukraine war. The appointment of a special counsel by Attorney General Merrick Garland in the Hunter Biden case has some Republicans wondering about his intent. Although the special counsel has the authority to investigate the Biden family's business deals, Jeff Murdoch and Ramsey Touchberry report Republican lawmakers fear that giving that power to U.S. Attorney David Weiss is all for show. Garland tapped Weiss for the job just weeks after Hunter Biden's plea deal fell apart. The agreement would have spared him felony charges and jail time for failing to pay taxes and lying on a federal background check form to buy a gun. Susan Ferricchio reports the president remained silent Friday when reporters shouted questions at him about the special counsel investigation. The president has long denied involvement in his son's business deals, but a House investigation claims evidence that Biden helped his family receive millions of dollars by briefly joining phone calls and business meetings. The front page is brought to you by Republican Metals. Currency change is coming, and Republican Metals believes you need to protect your savings now. Call 800-783-3118 to get your free gold guide. That's 800-783-3118. And finally, a new Inspector General's audit says the IRS refused to send tax rebate and stimulus checks to some living people, claiming they were dead. Stephen Dinan reports the Inspector General said tens of thousands of accounts were deadlocked, meaning those taxpayers didn't receive their stimulus checks and were blocked from filing tax returns or collecting refunds. To be removed from the dead list, the taxpayers had to wade through red tape with the IRS or Social Security Administration. The Inspector General originally flagged more than 77,000 accounts showing signs of being erroneously deadlocked as of the beginning of last year. The IRS rechecked and concluded that number has shrunk to just 20,000, yet to be unlocked. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times,